Hello, men out there. I've got a question for you. Are you flat? You know that feeling where you just don't have that spark, that spring in your step anymore? Is your life boring? Do you feel stressed out? Not about anything in particular, just stressed. Lonely? Lost your passion for life? Feel disconnected? Or maybe you just know that life could be better than it is, but you don't know how to get there. I'm not judging you because I've been in this exact same place not that long ago. And so today I'm here to share with you 2 reasons that men aren't reaching their full potential. Number 1 is they don't invest in themselves. Most men tend to invest in everything around them but not themselves. Or if they do, they give themselves whatever's left over at the end of the day. Whatever money's left over, whatever resources, whatever time, whatever energy goes to them. I want to ask you right now, how much do you invest in yourself? I'm not talking about buying yourself things, clothes, cars, trips, golf clubs. I'm talking about investing in making yourself a better human being. My guess is this: you probably invest in your wife and definitely your kids, your retirement account. But I'm going to tell you, investment is more than even money. It's your time and energy, your focus and your drive. What do you think would happen if you invested 2% of your time, energy, and income in transforming yourself into the next greatest version of who you are? What if you could change your trajectory for the positive, even 2%? Think of how that would affect your life. How could that improve your relationships, your health, your happiness? This isn't about you being broke, needing fixing, but just being the best you are. Aren't you worth investing in? Now, number 2, men are disconnected. Unlike any other time in history, men lack a brotherhood. A deep, rich, life-changing brotherhood where you take the mask off and you can be just who you are. In our ancestors used to gather around the fire and have these deep conversations. But in the Industrial Revolution, we're in our own houses. In the pandemic, we're separate. We're just nose to the grindstone doing the work. And then when we meet with other men, the conversations are nothing more than shallow chats about sports, politics, or the weather, or even worse, measuring our masculinity by our car, our money, our muscles, or our sexual conquests. What I'm talking about here is deep, meaningful conversations about purpose, the meaning of life, fears about inadequacies, and our dreams for the future. Those kind of conversations that are never safe at work, that your wife can't fully understand because she isn't a man. The kind of conversations that few men feel safe enough to initiate. Well, this is the kind of brotherhood that our ancestors flourished in from the beginning of time. That kind that brings forth real, authentic, powerful masculinity. Masculinity that inspires others, that challenges our limiting beliefs and helps us to overcome our fears. 5 years ago, I craved this kind of experience. I wanted to grow, to heal, to change. I knew I needed other men to get to where I was headed. I wanted a men's weekend that would transform me, encourage me, inspire me to be a better husband, father, and friend. The retreats I was able to find were either super macho, He-Man, boot camp, Marine Corps, stop being a pussy and get your life together, kind of feel. Or they were the other extreme. Free love, dancing, half naked in a field of flowers, getting in touch with your feminine side, touchy-feely. Now, don't get me wrong. After 20 years of martial arts, I can get down and dirty and beat my chest with the best of them. I'm also the kind of guy that can easily cry at a movie, and I'm not afraid of showing my sensitive side. However, neither one of these extremes were really for me. They didn't resonate. Nor did they really connect with the kind of men that I call friends. I wanted something different. And this is how the celebration of awesomeness was born. I couldn't find what I wanted, so I decided to make what I wanted. I wanted a weekend retreat that inspired men to be their best selves, that connected them to other men like them in a deep and meaningful way, and honestly, a weekend that rejuvenated them, giving them back the passion and love of life, that spark in their eyes and skip in their step again. I wanted us to cook and share meals together, to share our experiences and challenges, to dive deep and enjoy a campfire together. I wanted a weekend where our wives would be grateful and send notes to me thanking me for how their husband is different. Well, COA hasn't disappointed. It's been that for me, and it's been that for countless others. Here's some of the feedback that I hear consistently from the men that come to the retreat. That COA recharges and reinvigorates them to go home and do the work that they need to do. It reminds them that they are not alone and they're part of a group of men doing the work. Over and over, I hear that it really is unlike anything they have ever experienced. And they cannot imagine not making it a regular part of their life. Me either. Every year, it's one of my favorite weekends. Now, over the past few years, this has grown from a small group of close, intimate friends to this year, we're planning on having space for 25 men to take this journey. We've had to grow from one accommodation to another to another. This year, we're in this massive log cabin, over 6,000 square feet in the middle of Bloomfield, Indiana, surrounded by 138 acres of forest with trails throughout. This place is awesome. There's 16 beds, plenty of space for camping if you're interested in camping. And I'm going to tell you right now that it will change your life. Not me. I mean, I'm going to facilitate it, right? And I promise you I will bring my very best, because nothing excites me more than helping you become the next greatest version of yourself. But it's the other men there. It's their vulnerability, their openness that makes COA so special. So, if you're the kind of man that wants to be a better husband, that wants to show up better for your kids, that wants to be a better friend, who is courageous enough to be open and honest, and I know that's hard, a man that longs for that feeling of being known, accepted, and yes, even celebrated, I want you to message me. I want you to message me right now. Wherever you're seeing this, send me a message and say, hey, I want to talk to you more about this. Or if you're getting this from somebody else has shared this with you, talk to them. Most likely they've experienced this. Hear what they're experiencing. Don't take my word for it. Listen to them. Hear what they have to say. Or go to the website. If you're committed, if you're in for sure, go to the website, celebrationofawesomeness.com. Look at the retreats. Go down to August 2022. Our retreat is at August 12th through the 14th. And it'll give you all the detailed information. They'll tell you what we're going to eat, and we're going to eat well. Trust me, our activities and things that'll happen. It'll show you pictures of past retreats. It'll answer a lot of your questions. And then it'll have, at the bottom, it'll have a place for you to register. And I know some of you are like, holy crap, how much does this cost? And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be able to find a retreat like this anywhere close to the cost that I'm asking. And here's why. I'm charging on a sliding scale. So money is never an object. Money is never an object. I am not doing this for the money. I am doing this because it is my calling. It does cost money, but that is on a sliding scale depending on where you are financially. And I'm willing to take this risk on you. I'm willing to take this risk because if you want to be there and you feel led to show up, I want you there. I don't want money to be an object. So I'm going to ask you right now to take some action. 1, because you are worth it. And 2, because this world right now needs you at your best now more than ever. We need real men to show up. So please, take some action today. And I am super excited to meet and join with some of you in August. Thank you.